Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and cross-watchers are always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides for you. What is the person on your mind thinking and feeling? What are their intentions? Where is this connection headed? What does Spirit have for you? Any guidance that they want you to know? So let's get started. I'm going to call on my spirit guides now. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want me to hear? What is it that you need me to know? I am listening for you now. I question if I'm what you need. It's the person who says, you deserve more, or I can't give you what you want. So there could be a little bit of insecurity, and maybe they're trying to, I don't know, push it away somehow. Let's see. I just feel like it feels insecure. My love is constant through the highs and lows. So maybe they are knowing that, maybe there's more lows right now than highs, but they're still, kind of keep being hopeful or being honest with you. Spirit, please share with me. I feel like it's more of, I can't give you what you want. I can't give you what you deserve. Maybe they're not where they want to be. Healing is your superpower. I love that. So you're going through some healing. You're changing. You could be, I'm going to say, trying to help heal them, but it's not your job to heal them. But you may, through your own actions, maybe influencing them to live a better life or to care more about themselves or treat themselves better. You may be giving them positive affirmations. If they have a tendency to put themselves down or they get upset about something, they're on their pity pot, you may lift them up. So maybe your positive energy is good for them. It encourages them. Spirit's saying it's boosting their self-esteem in some way. They could be just at a low point in their life for some reason. Close the door with grace. So that's always an option, right? It's always an option to close a door and start over. With a new beginning. But I don't feel like that's where Spirit is leading us. I don't. I feel like you're put in this person's life for a reason. It's not your job to heal them. It could, we take turns. We take turns with somebody needs more at one stage in their life, and then somebody else needs more. Like we take turns helping each other through difficult periods of time. And maybe you're helping your person through something difficult right now, but then you're going to go through something difficult and they'll be there for you. So let's keep that in mind. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that this connection needs? What is it that you have for this connection? I have a man, a significant man, a husband, masculine energy, the number 28. They could be a husband material. They could be somebody that you're living with. It could be a significant other, but it feels like it's a significant relationship. I feel like it's not casual. I feel like we're kind of, committed to each other on some levels here. I have a writer, news, messages, a visitor, activity. I feel good news, actually. This person could be struggling through some kind of low, and they're just trying to get back on the horse. It could be work. It could be generating new income. It could be getting themselves out of some kind of situation. But it is a feeling of getting back on the horse. And I'm going to say just some kind of good news for now, because maybe that's what this connection needs. They need like a lucky break of some kind. I have a child, a new beginning, innocence, curiosity. Maybe we're making decisions that are based around children. And that's hard. We're trying to do what's right for us, and we're trying to do what's the best thing for kids. And sometimes we have to put our lives on hold for you know, for the best for the kids, because that's our commitment first. So some of you could be making some really difficult decisions right now around children. I have a Tower, isolation, a little bit of a, I don't know if I'm feeling necessarily Tower moment as much as I'm struggling with feeling lonely within a relationship. So this person could be so consumed with what they're trying to work through that they don't have enough energy to be romantic anymore, or to put in all kinds of time into planning things. And maybe they're saying to you, you deserve more. I can't even give you my time. You know, like there's a sense of, right now, I can't give you what I should be able to give you. Spirit, please share with me. Can you be lonely within a relationship? Yes. I miss my person, you know, and I'm in a relationship with them. I have a 4 of Wands. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a 7 of Cups. And I have a 10 of Swords. Queen of Swords at the bottom of my deck. I wasn't going in this direction, but I will definitely make a note so that you saw this coming in the details of the description. I feel like somebody has to leave a connection to be with you. I feel that they are not happy. They are staying because of kids. Here's this kind of Page of Pentacles. They're either feeling trapped. They're not, let's just say this is who they have their mind on. I have my mind on this Queen of Cups all the time. I would rather be, I know I could be happy with you, but I could feel like I'm trapped. And the only way that I can be with you is I've got to leave another situation. So this is a really difficult, this feels like I have to make a big choice. That's where this kind of rider came in. I gotta make a choice and then get back on the horse. And I feel like this has been very difficult. I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I have to end things in order for us to be together. So it's a third party situation where somebody has to make up their mind to choose you, you know, to end things, to want to be with you and leave the world that they're not happy. Spirit saying they're not happy where they are or who they're with. And, you know, they want something different is how they're saying it. And sometimes you fall in love with somebody that, you know, it wasn't planned. I'm going to say this wasn't planned. So here we go with somebody's going to make a change in order for us to be together. Maybe the good news that I'm feeling is that they choose you, you know, that finally there's a day that comes that they say, I can't get my head off of you. You're the person that I'm always thinking about. You're the person that I'm in love with. You're the person that I want to be with. So it's really, you know, this 10 of Swords is an ending. So it's moving in that direction. If they haven't started talking about it, then I'm going to say, then they're giving it a lot of thought, because I don't feel like they haven't been happy. They're living in a house with somebody else that they feel alone with. They could be in a marriage and they feel lonely. They could be in a marriage and they're unhappy. And then somehow, some way we fell in love, right? So it feels like that kind of a situation. Very difficult. An enchanted whisper. Listen to your heart and take a chance. Wonder, dreams, promise. I feel like what this person is telling you is the truth. I do. I feel like when this person tells you they love you and they've never felt this way before, I do believe them. I feel that maybe whoever they are married to or in a significant relationship with, they were in love with years and years ago, but things change. They're thinking ahead. They're thinking about their future. Coming soon. They want to commit soon. I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to make a decision together that your person isn't happy, that they're tired of feeling trapped. They're tired of feeling isolated. They have been holding back for a lot of reasons, probably because of kids. And it's a sense of, I don't want to live like this either. You know, it's like caught in between. I'm trying to do the right thing, but I'm also not happy. I'm not living my life. And I feel like they're going to choose to, they want you in their arms is how I feel. Spirit, please share with me. I have loyalty, standing by each other through thick and thin, true love, devotion. I do feel like it's true. I do. I don't feel like it's a fling. I don't feel like it's just an affair. I feel like it's two people who fell in love, and one could have strings to something else. And it's enough for them to open their eyes and say, I've got to end that in order to be with you. So I do feel like I'm going to have some kind of decision coming up here. Spirit, please share with me. Let's see. I have an 8 of Pentacles. They're working on it. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a 5 of Swords. And I have a Page of Swords. So the 5 of Swords came into me literally as like the battle is over. Either the fights that they've been having with their other person, you know, maybe they just finally said, I'm done, you know, this is over. And you know, maybe they're asking to get out of a marriage or move out of a house or end something, but they've got to end something in order for this union. That is definitely how I'm feeling. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 6 of Swords. I have a 4 of Wands. I have an Ace of Wands. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. They are definitely going to move on. They're working on moving on. They're working on either, you know, making plans to file for a divorce, tell somebody that it's really over. Maybe they were talking about a divorce long before they met you. Maybe they haven't been happy for years. Maybe they've been separated for years, living in separate houses, but they never physically got a divorce. And you're asking them to, you feel like they need to be divorced in order for you to be in this union. And I don't blame you. So it is making plans, but we can't deny the love. You can't deny that this person's been put in your life for a reason. It could be a soul connection, that this person sees a future with you, that this person feels like, I know that you came into my life, maybe not at the perfect time, but I feel like you're supposed to be in my life, and I'm not going to let go of that. So this person doesn't want to push away what they have with you either. It's complicated. It's messy, but somebody's working on it. So if you're afraid that they're not moving forward, I have a Fool. So even though it's going to be difficult for them, you know, it could be rough times ahead. It could cost them money. It could take time and effort. I feel like they're willing to take the leap of faith with you and start over. I do. Maybe they didn't have it on their radar screen before they met you, but now they're ready to kind of start all over again, but with you. Spirit, please share with me. What are the loving messages this person wants to tell us today? With you, I want to experience the good, the bad, and the unpredictable. I feel like we're going to go through a lot. We're going to go through a lot together. There's something I need to know. I feel like they want to know, are you all in? You know, if they made this leap of faith, is that something that you want? Because then you guys can be together. You know, maybe they just need to know that, you know, you really want it too. You're not just my lover, you're my best friend. You're the person I want to be with. I'm so happy the hard part is over. The hard part could be that I actually told my significant other, this is a third party situation, so I've got to get out of something to be with you. And I'm so happy the hard part is over. So maybe they had a conversation and told somebody that I'm moving on, and maybe they're okay with it. Maybe they both want it. Maybe both people decide that this relationship has been over for a long time and it's time to both of them to move on. I'm healing to be a better person for us both. I'm going to have to heal. I'm going to have to get through something. My body says, yeah. My heart says, heck yeah. So their heart is falling. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody that you're not in love with that person and you're just sharing a home after so many years and you start to feel like they're just your roommate, you start to question why you're there. And I would like to think that both sides should question it. But that's probably what's been happening to this person, is they are struggling within a marriage that they're not happy with. My most precious treasure is you. Like, I wouldn't trade you for anything. I wouldn't trade you being in my life for anything. I love fantasizing about our future together. I feel for some of you in this situation, it's a sticky, messy situation. But I feel for some of you that you're going to end up with this person at the end of the day. It's just going to take you a little while to get there. I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading, check out my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels, a pick a card channel and a twin flame channel. You may be interested in those readings as well. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you all again real soon.